Have you ever wondered why you keep finding yourself in relationships that drain you, break your spirit, or leave you feeling worthless even when you swear you'll never let it happen again? Do you feel like there is some invisible force pulling you toward partners who manipulate, lie, or disrespect you? What if I told you this isn't random or bad luck, but a pattern rooted deep in your psyche, in the hidden parts Carl Jung called your unconscious archetypes? Today, we're going to uncover why you attract toxic partners by exploring Jungian psychology, your shadow, your anima or animus, and how these unconscious forces shape the people you choose to love, or rather, the people you feel inexplicably drawn to, even when you know they're bad for you. Stick with me, because understanding this could change how you see yourself and your relationships forever. Picture this: you meet someone who feels electric. The chemistry is instant, the connection intense. They say the perfect words, make you feel seen like no one ever has. You fall fast. But soon, red flags appear. They lash out, withdraw, gaslight, or play games. You try to fix it. You blame yourself. The relationship becomes a roller coaster of highs and crushing lows. Eventually it ends, leaving you shattered, only for the cycle to repeat with someone new who seems eerily familiar. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Jung believed we're unconsciously attracted to what mirrors our unresolved wounds. He called this projection. We project our inner world onto others. The qualities we repress or deny in ourselves or shadow appear in the people we're magnetized to. This isn't because we consciously want pain, but because part of us seeks wholeness by unconsciously recreating familiar dynamics from childhood, often with caretakers who were inconsistent, abusive, or neglectful. The shadow contains everything you reject about yourself: your fears, insecurities, anger, desires, and unhealed wounds. If your shadow believes I'm unworthy of healthy love, it will attract partners who confirm that belief. You'll unconsciously interpret neglect or mistreatment as normal. The more you reject or ignore your shadow, the more you attract it in others, because the psyche wants you to face what you refuse to own. Jung also taught that within every man exists an anima, the feminine inner figure, and within every woman, an animus, the masculine inner figure. This inner lover shapes the qualities we're drawn to in real-life partners. If your anima or animus is wounded, for example, if you grew up with a violent father or a cold, critical mother, your unconscious inner figure may seek partners who replicate those wounds. It's as if your psyche is trying to heal the past by recreating it in the present. Jungian archetypes describe universal patterns of human behavior. Some common archetypes you might project onto toxic partners are: the seducer, enchantress, magnetic but manipulative. Gives love bombing, then withdraws. The tyrant, controlling, domineering, makes you feel small. The victim, always in crisis, draining your energy. The trickster, lies, distorts reality, keeps you confused. When these archetypes show up repeatedly in your relationships, it's a sign your unconscious is stuck in a loop. One of the most shocking truths Jung's work reveals is that what we often call chemistry is our nervous system recognizing something familiar from childhood, not something healthy. If love meant walking on eggshells as a child, your body might interpret anxiety and chaos as passion. If love meant you had to earn affection, you may feel intense desire for people who keep you guessing. This is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to break the cycle. The first step is to get curious about your shadow. Ask yourself, what parts of me do I dislike or deny? What painful relationship patterns repeat? What childhood memories mirror my adult relationships? Journaling these questions helps bring unconscious patterns to light. Awareness gives you the power to choose differently. Healing your inner lover means connecting with the healthy, balanced energy of your anima or animus. For example, if you're a woman attracting emotionally unavailable men, work on integrating your own assertiveness and boundaries. If you're a man drawn to chaotic or critical women, cultivate emotional attunement and self-compassion. When you embody these qualities yourself, you stop seeking them externally in dysfunctional ways. Jung believed individuation, the journey of becoming whole, requires moving beyond living from our wounds. Instead of feeding your unconscious pain, you can choose to nurture yourself, the wise, grounded center of your being. Ask daily, does this choice feed my wound or myself? Empower yourself by learning to spot the patterns early. Notice signs like fast, overwhelming intensity, hot and cold behavior, blaming you for their emotions, disrespecting your boundaries. When you see these, pause. Remember, your unconscious may crave the familiar chaos, but your conscious self can choose safety and respect. To truly transform, you need to experience healthy relationships, friendships, mentors, or partners who show kindness, respect, and consistency. Your nervous system needs new evidence that love can be safe. Every time you set a boundary, speak your truth, or walk away from toxicity, you rewire your brain. You attract toxic partners not because you're flawed or unlucky, but because you carry unhealed patterns deep in your psyche. These patterns are not a curse, they are an invitation to heal, to grow, to become whole. As Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. When you see your shadow, understand your archetypes, and reclaim your power, you free yourself from cycles of pain and open yourself to love that nourishes you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Comment below, which archetype do you recognize in your past relationships? What steps will you take to break your patterns? Thank you for watching, and remember, your patterns do not define you, your choices do. You have the power to create the love you deserve.